If you're anything like younger me, chances are you're really struggling with feelings of emptiness, of being lost, of no motivation. I was addicted to video games. Some nights I would stay up till like 2 a.m. playing games, then get 4 hours of sleep, have no energy at school. I struggled with talking to girls, with having confidence, with social skills, feeling like people were constantly, analyzing me, a ton of anxiety. And then there was one key change I made in my life that improved every aspect of my life. And when I say every aspect, I mean literally everything. I became more confident with girls. I felt more self-worth. And I had something that I wanted to actually pursue, something that motivated me. And for me, that was finding my purpose, which was originally wanting to play college football. See, I'd always had a passion for playing sports, but I always saw playing college sports as an afterthought because I was always undersized. I didn't start on varsity till my senior year of high school. So I really had almost no hope of playing college sports. But then I decided that was what I truly wanted to do. So I was going to put in a ton of work and I was going to achieve it. In the summer going into my senior year, after playing like literally half varsity, half junior varsity my junior year, I worked hard. I put on some weight. I got faster. I got stronger, did off-season training, and I ended up becoming a starter in my senior year. And I ended up getting all conference at the end of the season. Then I also ended up getting opportunities to play college football. But the whole point is that when I actually found my purpose, when I found something that motivated me to work hard, to stay disciplined, to do the right things, to align my life to, that changed literally everything. It gave me like a beacon of hope, a beacon of light to chase towards. So that's what this video is going to be about, how you can find your purpose, how you can align your life to it, and how you can become your best self and gain more hope in your life. So first of all, how do you find your purpose? Because that sounds like super confusing, right? You hear the word, oh yeah, just be on your purpose, just find your purpose all the time. But like, what does that even mean? Well, your purpose is your why. Your purpose is the reason for why you do things in your own life. And now you're still like, well, what does that mean? Well, a simple way you can find your purpose, you can think about it. And I got this from MJ DeMarco, the author of The Millionaire Fastlane. And what he said that I really liked is that if you were given $10 million and you never had to worry about money and you didn't have to do anything with money in mind, what would you do with your life? If you never had to work, what would you do? And for me, at first, that was playing football. Now it's making content. It's helping other people improve their lives. Really ask yourself that question. If I never had to work, what would I do? How would I fill up my time? And that will give you your answer. So now you're like, okay, but what if I don't even know the answer to that? What if I have no idea what my passion is? And that's a very valid answer because for a lot of people, you just might not know. You might have no idea what you're passionate about or what you really want to do. But if that's you, you need to take some serious time to literally sit there in silence, to journal and just think about it. Because in the modern day, I think it's hard for us to be present and actually know what we want to do with our lives because we're constantly being overstimulated. We're constantly on our phones scrolling. We're constantly listening to music. We're constantly, watching the TV, watching Netflix, playing video games. We're doing all these things that take away from our ability to be present in the world. And I'm not saying you can never have fun, you can never do these things, but what I'm saying is that you need to spend time away from all these things. You need to spend time in solitude, in silence, thinking about these things, trying to figure out like, what do I actually want to do? And I guarantee you, if you take time to disconnect yourself from the modern world and to sit in silence and to figure these things out, you will eventually find an answer. But chances are there's something that you're passionate about. Maybe you're passionate about playing a sport. Maybe you're passionate about volunteering, about starting a business, about pursuing a certain career. That's your purpose, and that's what you need to start pursuing after. And also, be okay with trying new things. Be okay with putting yourself out there. Be okay with failing. Because if you go after something and it doesn't work out, who cares? Because also, bro, the truth is that your purpose is going to change over time. It's not going to stay consistent. It's not always going to stay the same. For example, like I started playing football, did that for a few years, and then now obviously like I'm not going to the NFL. So I have to find something new. I had to pivot, so I decided to, okay, I wanted to start making content. I wanted to start helping others improve their lives. That for me was my new pivot in my purpose. So be okay with trying new things out. And if you find out that something isn't for you, that's okay. But it's better to at least try things out and check certain things off and to know that, okay, this thing may not be for me, but now I'm closer to actually finding the thing that's for me. The next thing you must do is you must align your life with your purpose. Let me explain. So for example, let's say you wanted to be an athlete. You wanted to be a pro football player. Well, what would you need to do to achieve that? Well, of course, you'd have to practice playing football. You'd have to start working out. Those are the obvious ones, but what other things would you have to do? Well, you'd have to eat clean. You'd have to be healthy. You'd have to start reaching out to coaches. You'd have to start refining your game. You'd have to start increasing your knowledge of the game of football. You'd have to do these things. And the truth is, all the best football players, all the best basketball players, all the best baseball players, they all have one thing in common. And that's, for the most part, they all have insanely high work ethics. They all are taking action every day to strive closer to their goals. Because the truth is, if you want to be a high achiever in whatever thing you want to do, whether it's playing a sport, whether it's making videos, whether it's starting a business, I'm not saying I'm some super successful person, like I just graduated college, but I've noticed that's the one key difference maker in all people that are successful in what they do, is that they align their life with what they want to do. They do the daily habits, they don't cheat themselves, and they stay consistent, they stay disciplined. So ask yourself, what habits will help me reach my goals? What habits will help me to become the person that I want to be? And then also ask yourself, on a day-to-day basis, what would that best version of me be doing? What would that top version of me be doing today? And then get closer to that version. Anyways, bro, if you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling unmotivated, just know the number one thing you can do, and that I hope for you, is that you can find your purpose and that you can align your life with it. Because I can tell you from firsthand perspective, those days where I'm sitting around, I'm not really doing anything, I'm being unproductive, playing video games, wasting time, those days feel so much worse, and I have such a worse self-esteem compared to the days where I'm working hard, where I'm hitting my workouts, where I'm posting videos, where I'm striving to get closer to my goals. So keep working hard towards whatever your purpose is and never ever quit. If you found this video helped you, be sure to click the like and subscribe button, and also turn on the post notifications so you can see more videos like this. I'll see you for the next video, bro.